Collective, welcome back to my channel. This is Earth Angel HQ, and I'm Sierra B Magic, here to do a reading for you. So today is actually my grandmother's heavenly birthday, and in honor of my grandma, I want to do a reading, an ancestor reading, what the ancestors would like you to know. So please tap in, see what's going on. Your people have a message for you. And I'm very curious to see what that is. I just meditated with my ancestors, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say to the collective. So let's go. All right, ancestors, what do you want the collective to know? Please speak to me. Yikes. Oh. Give me a moment. Actually, give me one more card, please. Thank you. Your ancestors are acknowledging that you've had a really either rough cycle or a rough life. See, when we're in the physical realm together, they only see from a 3D perspective, right? And when you ascend and you leave this physical plane, you get to see a little bit of everything. And they are seeing and recognizing how difficult things have been for you. So I have the healer in reverse, I have the hero in reverse, I have the soil in reverse. Let's just start with those three cards, because this was kind of, in my mind, I'm saying off-putting, but it was unexpected. So I'm gonna take it slow. So the healer, of course, in the upright is just that, you know, they use, I'll say it like this because this is how it's coming in. They use their experiences to bless others. They use their gifts to bless others, but it starts with blessing yourself first and healing yourself first. Your ancestors are recognizing that you went through a time in your life, and man, I have this card called the orphan, the misfit, the estranged, and the empowered. I don't think they knew some of the tough stuff that you went through as a child or an adolescent or a teenager or even a young adult. And you were in a very unhealed state. You had all of the gifts, you had all of the stuff, but you weren't really applying it in your life. And the energy that you were in was attracting a lot of lower vibrational energies. The hero in reverse. So the hero in reverse is literally the anti-hero. You know, it's the villain in the story, the antagonist energy. And regardless of what that is for you, you know, it could have been a family member that, you know, was very insidious and behind the scenes was doing some wild stuff to you. Take what resonates as far as wild stuff. It could have been a friend, an ex-lover. Hopefully it's an ex. You know, a partner, something going on with your job, just your mental capacity and inner demons that you may have been fighting. They're recognizing that you were really dealing with some demons in your life and you didn't really have the tools to face them or to really knock them down. And the soil in reverse, there was so much that you wanted to do. You wanted to plant seeds, but you were planting them in really toxic places. So what you were trying to bring to fruition wasn't manifesting. So your ancestors want you to know that despite what you've been through, you've been protected. The eye of the storm is on the bottom of the deck, and the eye of the storm is right next to the apprentice. You are the one that is supposed to come in and really shake the foundation of something that's been happening in your lineage. I feel personally that when we're talking about generational cycles, the black sheep comes in to really do something unorthodox in that family dynamic. So say if, perfect example is spirituality. You might have been raised Christian your entire life, or you might have been raised as a Buddhist or as a 7-day Adventist or a Catholic, whatever it is. And your family has a gift, a spiritual gift. I'm not going to try to name off different gifts, but there's a gift that is in the lineage of this family, and it keeps getting passed down. But because of, religious factors, or because of the shame that comes along with this gift, or in some cases, this gift, people used substances to kind of like hide this gift. It could have turned to mental illness. Like, there's so many things that could have happened, and I'm just giving one example of generational cycles. But there's so many things that have happened down the line, and everybody keeps like passing the buck. That's basically what's happening. Everybody keeps passing the buck, and then the buck gets to you, and you have this gift, and they're calling you to use this gift, whatever this is. You may not have even recognized it yet. But the apprentice is right next to the eye of the storm while you are learning how to wield these powers, because it's supernatural power we're talking about. But back to my point real quick. Sorry, this reading is, this is a lot. Very unexpected. These powers have been shunned because what is required is for you to do something that's out of the box, that's out of the norm, that is completely out of this is not something that your family is known for doing. You see what I'm saying? So the black sheep, I always say the black sheep isn't, this ostracized character. I'm beloved in my family, but I know that there are things that I'm doing that I believe that my family don't believe. And that's the end of that. But I think the collective that I'm speaking to right now, and your ancestors are speaking through me real strong. They want you to know that it is time to wield this power. And my phone just lit up right now. What did it say? Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the eye of the storm. You are going to be protected. And the Ace of Pentacles is right behind that. You're going to have the means to get this done. Either the means to get something done, or whatever you take up in this responsibility, this generational responsibility, is going to bless you significantly. And you're actually going to change a community through that gift and level up. Look, the mother loving empress. Okay, so real quick, I need to talk about this card. This is the orphan, the misfit, the estranged, and the empowered. And the reason why there are 4 different archetypes on this card is because this is kind of like a journey in itself. If you resonate with this energy, if you resonate with my channel, there's a good chance that you have experienced 1, 2, 3, or all of these energies. The orphan, usually happens in childhood, adolescence. This is you feeling abandoned, you feeling like you don't have a voice. Then the misfit energy comes in possibly in your teenage years. You start to rebel. You start to take up possibly toxic behaviors and energies, and you looking, it's the good girl liking the bad boy kind of thing, or dressing different, kind of being in the counterculture, because you went from being the orphan to being the misfit because you just need to be heard, you need to be seen, because in that orphan energy you weren't heard, you weren't seen. You see what I'm saying? Or even you weren't supported the way you feel like you should have been. You weren't loved in the way that you feel like you should have been. And the estranged comes from the misfit because you recognize that you are not aligned with these energies, baby. You come out of that misfit energy knowing that, like, I did the stuff that they did, but I'm not like y'all. And that's no shade, that's no disrespect to people who are just on a different level of learning and ascension, in a soul's journey, not just this lifetime. So you estrange yourself, you start to protect your energy, you go into this hermit mode, you kind of self-isolate so that you can learn more about yourself. So you start to become very introspective. This is the time where you start searching the occult and you start becoming more spiritual. Even if you're not necessarily what you would consider spiritual, you want to know more about yourself. You want to know more about your journey, and you feel like in order to do that, you need to really kind of be in your own bubble. So that's the estranged energy. The empowered energy is, I've learned lessons from all of those experiences. I know why those things happen to me. I don't need to be estranged because I have the tools. I have the tools to protect myself. So I can be out here in this world. I'm not of this world, but I can be out here in this world. I know that I'm different. I know that I'm powerful. I know that I have command presence when I step into a room. And that empowered energy is really, the tippy top of that archetype. So that card came up in my personal opinion because, like I said, your ancestors are now recognizing your journey, what you've had to go through. And from a blind eye, or just from this 3D perspective, it don't really look like you went through a lot. You might have hidden a lot of it, but they're seeing your journey. That's really this first row with the healer in reverse, the hero in reverse, the soil in reverse, the orphan, misfit, estranged and empowered, and the upright and the apprentice. This is really kind of like a timeline of what you've gone through. And now they're letting you know that because you've chosen this path, because you have chosen to break generational cycles, and you want to do the work, you want to be better, you want to be healed, you want to be happy, and you are accepting and recognizing whatever those gifts are that have been, the buck has been passed down the line. You are protected. You don't have nothing. You don't have anything to worry about. The eye of the storm means that it could be bullshit going on all around you. You are literally in a protective bubble of peace. You're in a protective bubble of comfort. You're in a protective bubble of ease. You're in a protective bubble of favor. So when you see everybody around you going through some shit, not I. What does this say? 1,000 may fall at thy side, 10,000 by thy right hand, but it will not come near you. You hear what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So your ancestors want you to know that you are divinely protected. They have your back. They are supporting you in your new endeavors and in taking on, it's not even about karma, but just the responsibility of, see your spiritual gifts like a family business. You see what I'm saying? And the family business may be daunting because, people have shunned it for so long. Nobody really even knows knows how to tell you what to do. They don't even know how to tell you how to get this done. But that's why your ancestors are here. You have a spirit team that is going to guide you. But you are taking on the family business. Man, I'm glad I thought about that. That's what you're doing. You're taking on the family business. And with the village and the empress here, you're in a position to really change lives. And the Ace of Pentacles, they understand that you live in a world and an existence where you'd like to live comfortably. And I'm going to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. You'd like to live comfortably. You want, better for yourself and for your family. But that better is going to come through the family business. That's what I need you to know. And some of y'all, because I did one other really specific ancestral reading like this. And a lot of people were like, well, I don't know what it is that they want me to clear up. But ask them. Talk to them. The ancestors are really strong in my energy right now. And you can pray, and you might not get the answer immediately after you pray or after you meditate with them, but it's gonna come. And if you are really tapped into the energy, you'll start to pick up the signs and the synchronicities that they're showing you. Like, oh, this came up in my YouTube feed because my ancestors are urging me in a certain direction. Or, you know, I just got this letter, or I got invited to this conference, or I got invited to this show, and it's just starting to make sense now. It doesn't have to be a spiritual gift, because as I was saying show, I automatically thought of somebody's supposed to be in show business. And your ancestors, you know what? It's like, if for any of you who have seen Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit, remember the Lauryn Hill's character. She wanted to sing, right? But she couldn't sing. Her mama didn't want her to sing because her daddy died. I think her daddy died, like being in show business or something like that. But it was something that had happened, a traumatic experience that had happened earlier in the bloodline that said, you know what, we're not doing this anymore. But that's your gift. That's your gift. So for some of you, this is not about spiritual gifts, but this is about something that you can do well, or you are starting to come into a new energy of like, wow, I didn't even know that I was talented like that. Yes, you are. And that's likely the gift that I'm talking about. So, anything else you want me to know from this deck? I think that's it. Wow. Should I go tarot first? No, let's pull. So I'm going to pull one more oracle deck. Energy strong around here. I'm trying to tell you. The energy is real strong. Some of you might have been having financial issues. I told you this abundance, this Ace of Pentacles, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. I just want to do that real quick. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Shadow self in the reverse, and the golden ticket on the bottom of the deck. I'm trying to tell you, the golden ticket is that's like lotto winning. That's like, you know, the golden ticket in Charlie and Chocolate Factory. This is like the odds being in your favor in a miraculous way. But this is about money, period. And what did I just say? The Five of Pentacles. Oh, shoot, I already shuffled the cards. But you heard me. The Five of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. Financial issues. Now Shadow Self is in the reverse. And the Shadow Self is, to me, a card. I don't really read a lot of these cards in the reverse, but I am. The Shadow Self is really about there's a darkness in you that you're not supposed to get rid of. So I think that there's a balance that comes with this Ace of Pentacles energy. Like, to me, the shadow sees things that we don't see, or things that we don't want to see, and wants to protect us. But sometimes the protection is very forward, is very forceful. You know, it's kind of like screaming, yelling, like clawing at you. But it's because we weren't paying attention. I see the shadow self as being a part of a team. You know, the inner child is part of that team. The higher self is a part of that team. And the shadow self in reverse is telling you that you're coming into balance with those light and dark energies, which is so dope. You're not going to allow yourself to be picked on, to be bullied, to be disrespected. I'm looking at the healer in reverse and the hero in reverse, thinking about those old villain energies, those old antagonistic energies in your life that really didn't want you to step into your power and didn't want you to step into your abilities. But you're standing up for yourself. You are in this empowered energy. And if you're not in this empowered energy, that is likely what you are striving for, because the apprentice is right there. So you're still doing work. You haven't mastered whatever this is, but your spirit team wants you to know that you are on the right track. Because the last card that I pulled was the Mother Loving Empress. You know, you don't get to Empress level. First of all, Empress is really a birthright, but you still have to recognize who you are in that energy, and recognizing who you are by, you know, working through Page, Knight, Queen energies and really stepping into that power and that throne. Because it's, you know, it's a hell of a responsibility to take on that type of power. the golden ticket is really what I'm looking at, and I'm going to take that. Shadow self, the Ace of Pentacles, and the golden ticket. You are balancing these energies out. You are using all of your resources, all of your spiritual tools on that tool belt to stand in your power. And it is going to bring you a lot of abundance. I said it in the last reading I did, and I'm going to move on in a second because, damn, we already at 20 minutes. I said it in the last reading that I did about the ancestors, that as the buck is passed down, you know, there is generational wealth that is tied to that gift, and the utilage, is that, nope, I didn't say that right. I know I didn't. Using that gift. Sorry. But there is abundance that's tied to that gift. This golden ticket, this Ace of Pentacles, is that abundance. And because I'm getting 2 cards that are about large, you know, material gifts, I feel like this is something that's going to continue to come in, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go. Look, material and spiritual prosperity at the bottom of the deck. Listen, the ancestors are talking. I love it. I love it. Ancestors, what else do you want the collective to know? Woo! I am here for it. Moving on. 6 of Swords. Come on. 2 of Wands. Movement, choices, and decisions. 13, which is the Death card, and transformation. Ha! Destiny. Woo! I'm sorry. This energy got me hyped. 10. So Destiny is the Wheel of Fortune. Transformation is the Death card. 2 of Wands, choices, movement, and decisions. 6 of Swords, moving on. See, you had to step out of, and then solitude, which, woo, okay. Goodness gracious. All right. So 9 is the major arcana solitude, which is the, oh Lord, the Hermit. Ace of Pentacles, again, in another deck. Prosperity begins, and the same card came out again, material and spiritual prosperity. So you're leveling up on so many different levels. Now, the 14 is patience, which is, I believe, temperance. So, don't feel like this energy is going to happen tomorrow, but with every step you take, you know, you take 1 step, your ancestors will take 15. Because nobody's been doing this in your bloodline. They want you to succeed. They want you to know that you are protected, and they want you to succeed. And you might see, and I think, so next year, of course, is 2024. And then we have 2025 right after that. I'm getting that there is going to be a lot of chaos in the collective for a lot of different people, but you don't need to worry about that. That eye in the storm energy is letting me know that you might see a lot of people fall around you. 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands. You're making a decision to get away from something that no longer serves you. You made a decision to walk. You chose this path. You chose this path, and in choosing this path, it is changing everything about your destiny. What's the next card? Mother loving destiny. Quit playing with me. You guys are doing, I say it all the time, this mountain is steeper, but the peak is so much higher. You see what I'm saying? So you're choosing a path that is not easy. It's not for the lighthearted, you know. It's not for the tenderhearted. It do take nerve and courage and strength. But you have all of that. And you have a team that is supporting you in they go hard for y'all. They really, really do. Please talk to them. Talk to your ancestors. I don't care if you don't have a good relationship with the ones that, you know, you are close to. We're not just talking about your grandmother and your grandfather and your dad and your mom. We're talking about generations. Speak to them as a collective energy. They want to help you. The ones that want to help you will come forward. They will. And they will give you all of the energy that you need. Is there anything else I need to know from this deck? Whoo! What else, ancestors? This is some Good energy. And I keep staring at this golden ticket. Your ancestors are going to make sure you get money. You just got to continue to believe. Hope energy, that's the star. What did I just say about money? Somebody is worried about finances. You don't need to be worried about finances. Rest assured, my dear. Rest assured. Everything is going to line up perfectly. Harmony, lover's energy, because you are on your divine path. And then the Six of Cups is right behind that. This is your ancestors right here. New beginnings, right behind that. Full energy. They are taking you on a different path and you're going in a different direction. Eight of Wands, positive movement forward. Listen. Actually, no, this is Eight of Pentacles, excuse me. But no, the work will be done. The work will be done. And it's going to work out for you very well, might I add. Rejoice in celebration, Three of Cups. I am just really geeked about this energy. And I'm sending all of the love, all of the positivity. I'm wishing you the very best. I really am. Because I hope we all take advantage of this. I really do. Okay. Should I pull some tarot? Yeah, let's do it. Just to end a little bit. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck again. So we got two wheels. We have the Ace of Pentacles twice. I love it. All right, what else do the ancestors need the collective to know? What else does the ancestors need the collective to know? The devil tried to come out, but it didn't. That's what... I love it. I was told to take both of these upright. All right. Some of you might be dealing with occult knowledge with the Hierophant and the Moon, and that might be where the hesitancy comes from. So, okay. Some of you guys, and I've used the religious example before, not really realizing that this is a part of the story. Some of you are very afraid of stepping out of some sort of religious construct. And you feel like there's some sort of karma that's going to come towards you. Like you're really restricting yourself. So the I have the Hierophant, the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and Justice. You are supposed to... let me not say it like that. This self-imposed restriction that's coming from the Eight of Swords is really holding you back from your highest potential, because you got the moving on card here, but it's right next to movement, choices, and decisions. You have to choose to take this path and to kind of like not give a shit what people think. It's the hardest part, you know. Many of us, we really want to be loved. We want to be supported. But when people are projecting their own fears on you, it's difficult for you to, you know, go against the grain. And if this is a family dynamic, which I'm kind of getting that because the Village came out earlier, and the Village is really all about family and community. You don't want to be shunned by a community that you love. But it might be time to move on. You see what I'm saying? All right. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this moon energy. Before I say that though, and before I started pulling cards, the High Priestess was on the bottom of the deck. And so for some of you, this is some sort of spiritual calling that your ancestors did not take up. And because this is very different for your family, you just feel really hesitant about it. The Hierophant is all about tradition and all about, just doing what's right and kind of conforming to society standards. And you're about to literally bust them standards wide open, and it makes you nervous. You kind of have a little bit of fear associated with that. Look, come on now. 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it feels like a burden for you to take this leap of faith, but it's where the blessings reside. Where the blessings reside. Where the blessings reside. Like, seriously. So, clarify the moon, please. Goodness gracious. 2 of Pentacles is like, should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. Three of Swords, you feel like you, and the Hangman. Somebody has, so what I saw in my head was a man talking to a woman saying, "You're breaking my heart." This is someone that has, it could be a father figure, with this Hierophant here. It could be like the head of a household, but this is someone that has a very strict disposition and very specific, what, like, they know what they expect of you. They know how they see you. Remember I said that about your ancestors, but now they see everything differently now that they've passed on. This person is still here. The person I'm talking about is still here. And you don't want to conform to their rules, but at the same time, you have a lot of love for them. And it is really tearing you up. I feel like this is a father figure of some sort. Like, you know, everybody could go to church on Sunday, and you know, now you're starting to talk about crystals and consciousness, and you know, when people are really, really religious and you start saying spirituality, it's automatically a red flag. But clarify this Three of Swords. You're breaking my heart. Clarify this Three of Swords, please. You gonna break their heart too. Look, the Fool. You're gonna take this path. You don't know where it leads you, but you're being so strongly urged. For some of you, you might be getting like butterflies in your stomach, or not even just butterflies, but like your chakras are starting to activate. You might feel it in your solar plexus. You feel it in your heart. There might be some throat chakra issues in having to tell this person, but honestly, you don't have to tell them. This is an 18 and up channel. Everybody is grown here. So, you know, I don't know how you decide to step into this Fool energy, but somebody is walking away from a family structure, from something very traditional. This could be you walking away from your church, but it's necessary. It's supposed to happen. And you're going to go from being in this Eight of Swords energy where you feel restricted. That's probably how you started to feel as you grew in your personal faith, right? But after a while, it just starts to build and build, and it's at a fever pitch, and it's like, I can't take it anymore. You know, I got to go. And you going is going to hurt this person, but you have to surrender to the plan that God has for you. I'm really proud of the collective that resonates with this energy, because it's not easy. You are excited though. Talk about eager. You're like, look, I don't know all of the things, but I want to know. You know, I want to take action on this. All right. Any last messages before we close up? Because I think that's it. I guess I'll read the signs. Look, the Wheel of Fortune came out again with the Magician on the bottom of the deck. Great girl and boy. You better go. You better go. So the Wheel of Fortune came out twice. We got Ace of Pentacles out twice. I think I want to clarify justice, because someone feels really conflicted about taking this step. And it's because it's like, with Hierophant being on one side and Justice being on the other side, it's giving like fire and brimstone energy. You know, it's like, well, you know, if you do this, God gonna do this to you. But just like, no, but I have a personal relationship with Source. What are you talking about? So, let me see. Clarify justice, please. Judgment. Woo! Yeah. This is old energy. This is the way that you grew up. The way that you grew up has always told you, if you don't abide by certain rules, if you don't do the things that God is telling you to do, that you will receive some sort of justice, some sort of punishment. That's how I'm interpreting this justice right here. And then with judgment, so the Eight of Swords being right next to that is telling me that it was difficult for you to make that decision to move forward in your faith and your personal belief in God, because you feel like there's this judgment. But the judgment, to me, quite frankly, is you surrendering to a higher calling. A higher calling that everybody's not going to understand. Everybody is not going to understand the way you're being called. And then you have your ancestors right here as well, who are urging you to answer the call. They said, we need you. We need you. You're the boots on the ground. We are the eye in the sky. We need you. And you're going to do it. Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I think anything else that the collective needs to know about this energy? Yeah. What else? I didn't expect to go this long, but this is a really powerful message. And I pray whoever needs it receives it. 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups, 6 of Swords. So this is the second time we got 6 of Swords. For some of you, this isn't everybody, but for some of you, this is going to be a very critical time to protect your energy. You may have offers coming towards you. It could be from people in the past, but as fortune favors you and the wheel starts turning in your favor, it's going to feel like other things are getting difficult, because when you take up a generational assignment, I guess I'll call it, the tests start to come. That's this 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands are the test. This Knight of Cups, I'm going to clarify this. I feel like this is a test. Clarify this Knight of Cups. Who is this? What is this offer and who is this? Ace of Cups. This could be a too little too late offer, quite frankly. Because the 6 of Swords is right next to it. You're like, you're not a part of this chapter of my life, quite honestly. Ooh, and Tower on the bottom of the deck. Tower with the Hermit right behind that. Yeah, you're going in a completely different direction. So this could be an old offer that's coming back to reconcile. But the 6 of Swords is there. You're moving on. You're moving on. Even if this is a job that now sees your worth and wants to give you what, to pay what they weigh, if you know what I mean by that. You're going in a different direction. You're following your passion. You're following the divine guidance of your ancestors, and you are believing that it's going to lead you to everything you want and more. And it will. It will. This has been a pleasure. I just want to say thank you to your ancestors for allowing me into your energy and letting me do this reading. This has really been lovely. And I just want you to know that I'm gonna stop saying you're the one, because there are a lot of ones, and everybody doesn't choose this. So at any time you have free will. You can say, you know what, this is too much for me. I don't see the results. I don't see how I have such a lofty assignment, but you really can if you choose it, and it will lead to amazing blessings. It will, but not just material fulfillment, knowing that you're doing what makes your heart sing. So I pray that you will be open to the guidance of your ancestors, and that they will lead you to your heart's desires. Man, thank you so much for coming. Please, if this resonates with you, if you want this energy to resonate with you, if you are open and available to it, please please comment. Let me know how you feel. If you have any questions in the comments, I do answer questions. So I just want to vibe with you guys and see what's going on, because we are all a part of this collective. Okay. Thank you very, very much. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.